Okay, starting with one that should absolutely become a staple in every triathlete's swim training: 6 kick, 1 pull, or also known as 6-1-6. To perform this drill, simply do 1 pull, and when you finish that pull, fully extended, pause the stroke there. You should essentially be in a Superman position, one arm extended in front of you, the other by your side. Now perform 6 kicks on your side before initiating the next stroke. Again, just do 1 stroke before pausing and performing another 6 kicks. Now you'll notice that I am fully rotated onto my side for this drill. I'm 90 degrees essentially to the surface of the water. And this is actually an important note for all drills because they aim to over-exaggerate a particular element of the stroke, the area of the stroke that we are trying to work on. In this instance, obviously that is the rotation. So with each pull and rotation onto your side, make sure that you're rotating both your shoulders and your hips in sync. And to help in doing this, you want to make sure that you're holding a nice firm core, you're extending forwards with that leading arm, and you're also extending all the way through and past your hips with that pulling arm. Now I actually like to use the 6 kicks almost to reset myself, really think about holding that firm core and then really nailing that rotation well. And also with time, you might find that you're able to use the kick to help and aid in that rotation around. Next on my list is water polo. To perform this, simply lift your head up so that your eyes and nose are just poking up above the surface of the water. Try to hold your head still, looking straight ahead of you, and continue normal full stroke freestyle arms just with your head up, lifting the head a fraction more to expose the mouth and breathe as and when you need. And first and foremost, this is a challenging drill, not just in its technical aspect, but also in energy expenditure. Don't expect to suddenly do a length or so of water polo at a time. In actual fact, you'll probably find, particularly when starting out, that you can maybe only do 2 or 3 water polo strokes followed by 3 normal head in the water strokes. Now, this is actually a fantastic drill for triathletes, not just for the sighting aspect of open water swimming, but also in order to keep your head up whilst doing the water polo drill, you'll find that you need to get that early catch and putt, applying pressure down on the water. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and this drill is fantastic for working on. Now, if you've watched any of our videos before, you will have known that this one was coming. The skull drill. I love this drill. In fact, if I can only choose one drill, this will probably be it. Now, there's a few different skull drills that you can choose from, but the one that I'm a particular fan of is the front skull. Now, this is a slightly confusing drill because it's very slow, and also it doesn't really seem to resemble anything of a freestyle stroke, but it's actually brilliant for working on things like that all-important feel for the water, which is actually a thing, even if it does sound like a rather gimmicky term that swimmers use. The positioning of the hands, the catch, and then also helping to strengthen the arms and the shoulders. I would recommend popping a pull buoy between your legs for this one so that you can just focus on the skull. Start with both arms stretched forward in line with the shoulders and hands just below the surface of the water. Now push the water out from the center by about a foot to either side, then turn your hands inwards and push the water back towards the middle. Repeat in a constant motion. Keep your wrists strong and fingers pushed slightly down at all times so that in both parts of the action, your palms face back towards you, so the water will move back towards you and hopefully you will move forwards. Now, as I've said already, this is a fairly slow going drill. Don't expect to be tearing down the pool with this one. Be patient. Now, when it comes to implementing these drills into your swims, I would normally recommend trying to put them in the first part of a swim, perhaps in the warm-up. Then you're enforcing a good technique that hopefully you'll carry on through the rest of the swim workout. You may want to do 25 meters of the drill, followed by 25 meters